So in the data flow testing, we will be learning about define use testing. Okay, so what is define use testing? What are the concepts will be there? So we'll look into this. Okay. Yes, moving to the definitions here, few definitions have been given. So, what is meant by DU path and what is DC path? What is P use and C use? Sorry, I'm suffering from cold. Yes, we will be discussing about define use testing. What is DU path? What is DC path? And what is meant by P use and C use? Next, we will be learning about data flow testing. That is the define use testing. Okay, so for that, we have taken the example of commission problem, and we will be discussing it. Okay. Yes, starting with the definitions, what is define use testing? The following definitions refers to a program P that has a program graph G of P and a set of program variables V. The program graph G of P is constructed with the statement fragments as nodes and edges, okay, that represent the node sequences. G of P has a single entry node and a single exit node. The set of all paths in P is paths of P. Okay, what they have said in this definition is that we will be constructing a program graph, okay, for a program P. Okay, so a program P is there, for that a program graph G of P, okay, that will be constructed. And in that program P we will be having a set of variables, okay, so that we call it as a V. So for this V, we will be defining we will be constructing a program graph. Okay, that is G of P. So what does this G of P consist of? So this G of P, that is a program graph, is nothing but it is constructed by using the statement fragments. Okay, statement fragments will be the nodes, and edges will be the node sequences. That is nothing but they are the control flow. Okay, next, as we know that G of P, that is program graph, is having a single entry node and a single exit node. That is the initial node and the terminal node. Okay, what we called as first and the last in the DD graph. That's what a single entry node and a single exit node. It means that the node will be having the what we spoke about the program graph. In the program graph, we discussed 1 minute. So this is the single entry node and this is the single exit node. We don't have any other entry and exit here. Okay, so this is what they have said. So they have defining the program graph. That's it. Okay. Yes, sir. Next, G of P has a single entry node and a single exit node. The set of all passes in P is pass of P. So whatever the pass we will be traversing here, okay, so that we represented by a notation that is paths of P. Okay, so that's what they have said in this definition. And coming to this define use testing, here we will come across some of the terminologies or definitions, we can say. That is the DEF of V comma N, that is definition of V comma N. So what is this definition of V comma N? For the node in a program graph, okay, node N of a G of P is a defining node of the variable V. So what does this node represents you in the sense? So this node it is defining the variable V in the variable set. Okay, that is the capital V, what they are represented. So which is written as, you can write this what the node is defining the variable V, no, so you can write it as definition of v comma n. So the definition of v comma n in the sense a node in a program graph is defining the variable v. That's it. Okay, that's it. You have to remember. Next, moving to the next definition, use of v comma n. So what is this use of v comma n in the sense the node n? So it is defining the usage of the variable v in the graph. Okay, node n. Okay, node n. It is defining the usage of the variable v in the program graph. Okay, so that is about use of v comma n. Next is definition about PUs and CUs. What is PUs and what is CUs? So nowhere you have used this in this data flow testing. Okay, so just they have given the definition PUs and CUs. So what does it mean in the sense? So whenever you are defining this usage of v comma n, use of v comma n, so at that time you come across with this PUs and CUs. So PUs in the sense it is a predicate use. Okay, and CUs is nothing but computation user. What is PU? What is predicate use in the sense? So a usage node use of v comma n is a predicate use PUs if and only if the statement n is a predicate statement. Okay, so what they are telling you is PUs is nothing but it is a predicate use. When you'll define this predicate use in the sense when you'll come across a statement which is a predicate. You know that what is predicate in the statement testing. I have said about this predicate in the sense the statement which evaluates to true or false. Okay, so that is nothing but if statement, if conditions. Okay, so that we call it as a predicate, the statement which evaluates to true either true or false. We call such a statement as a predicate. So whenever you will be making use of such a statement, so that usage we call it as a predicate use. Okay, so rather than that, apart from the predicate statements, wherever you will be using these nodes. Okay, so wherever the other nodes will be defining the variables v define the usage of the variable v, so such usage we call it as a computation use. Okay, that is C use. Next, the definition is about DU path. So here you have to concentrate on usage and this a clear definition, clear concept. Okay, only these two is important. So you will be discussing the data flow testing based on this two only. Okay, so what is DU path? DU path is nothing but a definition use path. So what is definition use path in the sense wherever you will be making use of the definitions. Okay, that we will discuss about this. We will be discussing in this DU path usage. Okay, so a definition use path with respect to a variable v, that is a du path. It's a path in path p. So what is a du path in the sense? It is a definition use path in the path what we have mentioned in the program graph. Okay, so it is such that for some variable v you will be writing this paths. Okay, so there are define and usage nodes. So in this du path you will have these two things. Okay, that is define of the nodes and the usage of the nodes. Whatever the nodes you have defined and whatever the nodes once it is defined, what in which statements you will be using that the definitions. Okay, that we come across in the du path. The traversing is called as a du path. Okay, such that m and n are the initial and the final nodes of the path. So m is the initial node, it is represented as the initial node. N is represented as the final node. Next is DC path. What is DC path in the sense? It is a definition clear path. Okay, DC is nothing but definition clear. Definition clear path with respect to a variable v is a definition use path. So what is DC path in the sense? It is a it is with respect to the variable v in the definition use path in the set of paths p with the initial and the final nodes that which are defined in DEF, that is definition of v comma m and use of v comma n, such that no other nodes in the path is a defining node of a V. Okay, so what they are telling in this DU path in the, sorry, DC path in the sense definition clear. Okay, so definition clear in the sense, so wherever you will be making use of the nodes. Okay, so once first thing is those nodes will be defined, and wherever you will be using, so that is called as usage. Okay, so definition is nothing but where you define that node. Usage is nothing but where you have used that defined node. Okay, so your in DC part definition clear in the sense whether the definition is clear. Okay, whether that node is defined clearly in this usage. Okay, that is you have to check. So that is about DC path and DU path. So no need to crack your head regarding this definitions, how to remember and all. So your the main thing is you have to understand what is define use testing. Okay, you have to understand this example which they have taken as a commission problem example, and they are explaining the data flow testing. Okay, that is define use testing. So define use is nothing but you will be discussing about the definition of the nodes, and in which all the statements it has been defined, and then in which all the statements it has those defined nodes has been used. Okay, that is the that is your job here. Okay, in the define use testing. Yes, for the commission problem, we are carrying out the data flow testing, that is define use testing. So here, first thing is it's similar to the path testing. Okay, what here you have to do is first thing, whatever the program you will be writing for that program, for each and every statement you have to give the numberings. Okay, so each line number should be mentioned, so we call it as the statements, right? For each statements you have to mention the numberings, and next you have to construct a program graph. Okay, so once after constructing the program graph, the next thing is you have to replace those nodes with the alphabets, that is DD path naming, isn't it? So whatever the numberings are there, so those numberings should be replaced by the alphabets. While doing so, if any sequence are there, okay, if any sequence nodes are there, so such nodes should be consolidated, that is they should be replaced by a single node. Means your job here is to, while constructing the DD path graph, you have to you have to condense that program graph, right? So for that sake, wherever you will identify the sequence nodes, so that nodes will be represented by a single node. Okay, so that is about DD path graph construction. Next, once that DD path graph has been constructed, next the data flow testing, that is define usage testing, will start. Okay, so that we will discuss now. Okay, so you know that for the commission problem, the numberings has been done here for each and every statement, and then you are constructing the program graph. Okay, so here you know that how to construct a program graph. So you have to start with the executable statements. Whatever the non-executable statements, such as declarations are there, you have to leave those statements and you have to start with the executable statements, right? So here the executable statement starts from the line number 7. Okay, so from 7 you have started the program graph. From 7 to 13 there is a sequence nodes. Okay, so what they are having here is you are defining log price. Okay, and you are initializing it with the value log price, stock price, barrel price, and you have defined the total logs and you have initialized it to 0. Similarly, total stocks and total barrels. And coming to the line number 13, here you have you are asking for the input, that is you have to input the logs value here, right? So there is a sequence from 7 to 13 the node. Okay, so it is a sequence control flow is the sequence control flow. So it has been represented through edges from the node 7th to 13th node. Okay, so that you have represented here. Next, from 13th to 14th, there is a control flow. Here you can observe that once the logs value has given as an input in the sense, then you will be checking whether that logs value is equals to -1 or not. Okay, so that's why there is a control flow between 13th and 14th. So you have represented through edge here from 13th to 14th. Next, moving with the 14th line, here it's a while loop, isn't it? So here you can have the two possibilities, that is satisfying the while loop or not. Okay, so here the once the logs value is equals to -1 in the sense, then directly you will come for execution of the 21st statement. That is, you will you will print the total logs, total stocks, and total barrel values as the log sold, stock sold, and barrel sold. Okay, so if not, if the logs value is not equals to -1 in the sense, then you will go for the execution of the further statements. That is, you will enter into the loop. So 14th to 20th, there is a sequence flow, isn't it? Sorry, 15th to 20th. So here you can observe that from 14th to 15th and 21, there is a control flow. So if the logs value is not equals to -1, so you'll have a control flow from 14th to 15th. If not, if the log value is equals to -1, so from the 14th line, you'll come to the 21st line. So there is a control flow would be, for these nodes from 14th node. So you have represented here for the control flow for from 14th to 15th, and again from 14th to 21st node. Okay, so from 15th to 20th, there is a sequence flow. Okay, for that sake, 15th to 20th, you have represented it as a sequence, a control sequence. And next, from 21st to 28th here. Okay, so if the logs value is equals to -1, then you will be printing those total logs, total stocks, and total barrels as the logs sold, stock sold, and barrel sold. Then you will go for the computation of log sales, stock sales, and barrel sales. Then you will go for the next step, that is for the calculation of the total sales, right? And then whatever the sales you have computed, so those sales will be printed as the total sales. So there is a control flow from the 21st node to the 28th, so which is a sequence flow. Okay, so from 21st to 28, there is a sequence. Next, moving to the 29th node, here once you got the total sales value, then your job is to compute the commission, right? So for that sake, you will be having the sales ranges. So based on those sales ranges, you will be calculating the commission, right? So from 28th to 29th, there is a control flow. So 28th to 29th, and it just been represented. Next, from 29th, here you will come across with two scenarios. One is from 29th to 30th. So if the sales value is greater than 1800, then the control flow will move to the 30th node. Okay, next, one more scenario is that from 29th to 34th. Why? Because if the sales range, if the sales is not greater than 1800 in the sense, then you will go for checking for the else statement, else if statement. So here, if the sales is greater than 1800, then you will go for the calculation of the further steps, right? So from 29th to 34th and 29th to 30th, there is a control flow. So from 30th to 33rd. Okay, so for this there is a sequence flow. So 30, 31st, 32nd, 33rd, 33rd. So these nodes has been represented as a sequence. Similarly, from the 34th, that is else if statement, from the else if statements, so you have a sequence flow until 37, right? So yes, for this sales, for this commission calculation based upon the sales range from 34th to 37th, so this is a sequence. So 35, 36, 37. Okay. Next comes the 38th. So here there is one more scenario that you'll come across with the once you come to the 29th node. So that is for the 38th. So 38th to 39th. So it's the else statement. So if both the ranges are not there in the sense, then you will go for the another scenario, that is the sales is less than 1,000. Okay. So at that time you have to calculate the commission. So that is which is noted in the 38th line. So 38th to 39th there is a sequence flow. Okay. Next you'll end up with the end if condition. So 40, then 41. So from 41 to 43 again it's a sequence. Okay. So it is about a program graph. I hope you understood. Next, once the program graph has been defined or it has been constructed, next your job is to go for the construction of DD path graph. So you know how to create the DD path graph. First thing is, by looking into the program graph, you have to rename those nodes, isn't it? So whatever the numberings are there, so those numberings should be replaced by the alphabets. While doing so, if the sequence are there, so those sequence should be named by the single alphabet. Okay. So you are representing the whole sequence as a single node here. So in order to condense the program graph. Okay. Yes, your the sequence node is from 7th to 13th. Okay, so this sequence is represented as a single node, that is A. Okay, next from 13th to 14th there is a control flow. Fine. Then from 14th you are having two possibilities here. So B and C represent it as a, so sorry, from A to B. Okay, 14th node is the B node, and coming to the 15th and 21st. So 15th sequence is there, so you replace it as a single node, that is C. And coming to the 21st node, here it is a sequence from 21st to 28th, so replace it as a D. Okay. Next, again from 28th to 29th there is a control flow, so 29th make it as E. Then from E, you will come up with the two scenarios. So 20, from E, that is F. From F, it is 30, 31st, 32nd, 33. It is a sequence. So represent all these four nodes as a single node. Okay, that is make it as F. Then coming to the 34th, so it is a predicate here. Okay, it is a if condition. So what you are supposed to do is, so this 34th node represented as the G. Okay, next you will come up with the two possibilities. So H and I, make it as H and I. So here from 35th, which is an H, so here it is a sequence 35, 36, 37. Okay, so these three nodes are represented by a single node, that is H. Okay, next I, so that is the 38th node. So here from 38 to 39 there is a sequence, so make these two nodes as a single node, so that is represented by I. Next, coming to the next, okay, that is 40th node. So here it is having a in degree 2. Okay, so make it as a single node, that is a J. Next, from J to K, so here 41st node, it is a sequence again, so represent these three nodes as a single node, so make it as K. Okay, so this is how you have to construct a, sorry, this is how you have to create a DD path. You have to make the DD path naming, and by looking into this, now you have to construct the DD path graph. Just go on replacing the nodes. Okay, sequence node is represented by A, that is first sequence 7 to 13. Next, A to B, there is a control flow. Yes, it is done. Then from B to 15th node, 15th is C, right? So B to C and B to D, isn't it? Yeah, B to C and B to D. There is a control flow from again C. That is from the sequence 15th to 28th. Again, there is a backward arrow to the 14th node. So there is just represented backward arrow from C to B. Then moving to the D, that is 21st to 28th sequence node. So it is having a control flow from 28th to 29th. So what is 29th node? It is E. So D to E, you have a control flow. Next E, it is a while loop. So you'll have the two possibilities here. So G and F, right? So that is the 29th and 30th sequence. So G and F, you replace it. So this part is, this whole thing is done, and it is also done. And coming to this 38th, so 38th, it is high. Okay, from 38th to 39, again it is a sequence, so represent it as I. Next, your job is to move for the next 40th node. Okay, so it is represented as J, so it is having in degree 2, so J is denoted here. Then from J to 41st node, what is the 41st node? So it is K, again it is a sequence, 41st, 42nd, 43rd, so represented by a single node J to K. And from 33, from 33rd, that is F. Okay, so from F to 41 there is a control flow again, so represented as from F to K. Okay, so this DD path graph has been constructed. Next, so here let's start with the define usage testing. Okay, define use testing. So now what you have to do here is, so as the name itself says, so you'll be writing the define use nodes for the variables. Okay, define and usage, as I said while explaining this definition. Okay, while explaining the du path, so your job is to look at the nodes which in which lines it has been defined, and where you are using those defined nodes. Okay, that is define usage nodes. Yes, coming to this, you can observe this table. Okay, so which is having the define use nodes for the variables in this commission problem. So what are the variables you have defined here? So starting from the 7th statement. Okay, so here is the actual executable statements are there. So start from here. So from the 7th statement, so what are the variables you have defined and initialized here? Okay, that is the log price, stock price, barrel price. Okay, 7th, 8th and 9th line. Okay, so that is 7th, 8th, 9th node. So here wherever you have used it, log price, it is defined at 7th node. And where you have used it, log price, yes, go through the program. Log price, where you have made use of it? Yes, here in the 24th statement. Okay, so you have defined it in the 7th line, and you have made used it in the 24th. Okay, just write it here. Defined at node and used at node. Okay, log price is the variable which is defined at the node 7th, and it is being used at the node 24th. So understood this one? Defined and used node.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next stock price, where you have defined the stock price, it is at the 8th node. Okay, in the 8th line you have defined it. So yes, wherever you have used it, go through the program. Stock price, yes,
25th line, ma'am.
25th line. Good. So here you have used it at the 25th. Okay, so defined and used. Likewise, barrel price, so in the 9th line you have defined it, and where you have used it, barrel price, so it's in the 26th statement. Okay, that is in the 26th node. Next, your next definition, or next defined variable, that is the total logs, total stocks, and total barrel. These three things done. Okay, log price, stock price, barrel price, it's done. Next, go through the program. So next defined variable is the total logs. Okay, now you have defined it at the 10th node. Fine, you write it here. Okay, then again go through this total logs. Wherever you have used it, while traversing through this program, you can observe that in the 16th line, once again you have defined it, the total logs, isn't it? So this here you have defined it and initialized it to 0, but in the 16th line, so once you have gone through this program, right? So for this 16th in the 16th node, what you have defined is total logs. It's for the updation of the total logs value, isn't it? So the total logs value what you will be giving, so it will be added to the total logs, and the new value what you will get, so that is that will be stored in the total logs, isn't it? So which you have defined in the 16th node. So you have defined the total logs two times here. So at the two nodes, one is at the 10th node and the another one is at the 16th node. Okay. Next, wherever you have made used it. Okay. Yes, coming to the usage, just mention it in the column in the table, in the defined node column. So total logs, it has been defined at the 10th and 16th node. Then wherever you have used it, so for the usage you have used it in the 16th, 21st and 24th. So here you may get confused. In the 16th node you have defined and used, both you have represented here. Why? Because see here, this total logs, whatever you have defined it, it's for updation, right? So initially the total logs is having some value here. Okay, so the by making use of it, you are getting the new value. So it has been whatever you have defined at the node 10th, the total logs, it has been used here in the 16th line. Okay, so that's why you have written it in the 16th line, you have made use of that node. Okay, next, moving to the 21st. So whatever the total logs has been updated here, which you have defined in the 16th node, so that total logs has been used in the 21st statement. Okay, so to print that total logs value has the logs sold. Okay, so that's why you have represented, that's why you have written it here as the 21st node as the usage node. Next, moving to the 24th node. Yes, again the total logs whichever you have defined here. Okay, so that defined total logs has been used for the calculation of log sales. Okay, that is in the 24th node. So here you have written 24th node as the usage node for the total logs variable. Okay, it's clear, right? Total logs are defined and usage nodes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, similarly for total stocks and total barrels, you have to go through. Okay, next, moving to the logs. Okay, so the variable logs, wherever it has been defined and used. Yes, it is defined at the 13th and 19th node. So here you can see in the program in the 13th line, so you have defined logs. So that is you are asking for the input of the logs value. Okay, so that is in the 13th node, and again in the 19th node you have asked once again for the logs value, isn't it? So you have defined it in the two places, that is 13th and 19th node. So defined nodes is 13th and 19th, and wherever you have used it. Okay, so this 13th node, wherever you have defined the input, you have defined the logs variable. So there, once the input has been given for the logs, you are going for the checking of that value. Okay, logs value is equals to -1 or not. In the sense, you are making use of this logs in the 14th line. Okay, so this value, this variable 30, whichever you have defined in the 13th line, you have used it immediately in the 14th line. Okay, so the usage here is 14th node. Okay, next, coming to the 16th line. Yes, here once again you have asked for the once you have asked for the logs value, you're checking whether it is equals to -1 or not. If it is not equals to -1, then you will be entering into the loop, and again you will be making use of this logs value for the calculation of the total logs. Okay, so that's why you have used it again in the 16th node. So the usage nodes here for the logs variable is 14th and 16th node. Okay, got it now? Got it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next, similarly for stocks and barrels, you can go through this. Okay. Next, moving to the log sales. Log sales, where you have defined it as, go through the program. Start from the 7th line. Log sales. Next definition here. I'm looking at the table and I'm explaining you. But once they ask you to write the program, no, for the define usage notes, they ask you to write the define usage notes. You have to go through the program. So what are the variables you have defined? Okay, then you go for at which node it has been defined, then at which node it has been used. Okay, so the next variable here I have used is sorry, I have defined is the lock sales. Okay, yes, moving through the line numbers. Your lock sales, it is at 24th node. Okay, so at 24th node, here you have defined lock sales, and where you have used this lock sales, where you have used for the calculation of sales, right? So in order to calculate the sales, compute the value for the sales, you will make use of a formula. In that formula you will have this log sales. So this defined log sales variable, which is defined at the node 24th, it is being, yes.
ಹೌದಾ? ಗಜ 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 ಅಂತ ಓಡಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಅಮ್ಮ.
Who is that gone mute? Aarti? Aarti, go on mute. Yes, you have used lock sales at the 24th node. Okay, sorry, you have defined the lock sales at the 24th node, and you have made use of this lock sales at the 27th node for the calculation of the sales. Okay, so go through the table. Yes, you have defined it at the 24th, and you have made use at the 27th. Similarly, stock sales and barrel sales. So here stock sales is defined at 25th node, and you have used in the same computation for the sales. Okay, that is in the 27th node you have used it. Similarly, barrel sales, you have defined it at the 26th node, and you have used it for the computation of the sales. Okay, that is in the 27th node. Next, moving to the next variable, that is sales. Okay, so here you have defined sales at the 27th node, and where you are making use of it, that is for the calculation of the commission you will be making use of it, right? So you know the problem statement, you know what the program is, so similar so easily you can identify where you will be making use of those variables. Okay, yes, coming to this sales variable, it is defined at the 27th node, and where you will be making use of it, go through the statements. So here it is used in the 28th line. Okay, 28th node for the to print the total sales value, whatever the sales you have got, so that value will be printed as the total sales, right? So you have used that sales in the 28th line. Okay, so one usage is 20 at the 28th node. Then again, for the commission calculation you will be making use of it, so wherever you will be using it, so coming at the 29th node. Okay, to check whether the sales value is greater than the ranges, that is 1800 1000, so you'll be making use of it. So at the 29th line you will be using it for the comparison, right? So at the 29th node you have used it, so it is the usage node 29th. Then moving to the next lines, go through the other statements. Next, in the 33rd line, that is in the 33rd statement, you have used it. Okay, so for the rest of the sales computation, that is so for 1000 sales you have computed 10%, and for 800 sales you have computed 15%, and remaining sales you have to get what is the remaining sales. So if it is greater than 1800, for there while you are making the while you are getting the difference, so at that time you will be using this. Okay, so that is in the 33rd node you have used it. Next, coming to the 34th, again for the comparison, whether that is greater than, whether the sales is greater than 1000 or not. Okay, so there you have used it. Then again in the 37th, okay, that is for the commission calculation to get the difference. So there you have used in the 37th line, and 39th. Okay, again for the sales, if it is less than 1000, So there you have to calculate the commission for 10%, right? So there you will be making use of the sales value. So these are the usage nodes for the variable sales. Similarly for commission, wherever you have defined it, go through the program. Wherever you have defined it, at least you tell me the define nodes and usage nodes for this. So
Ma'am, define notes 31, ma'am.
yes, then
Usage notes 32 and 33, 36, 37.
32, 33, 36.
36,
36 is
30.
usage node.
No, ma'am, define node, ma'am.
Define no. If first you tell me the define nodes, here it has been written. Okay, just tell me how you will be using it. Okay, so whatever the defined nodes are there, 31, 32, 33, then 36, 37, and 39 are the defined nodes, right? So now wherever you have used it, yes, wherever you have used it.
Ma'am, 31, that node we are using it to calculate the 10% interest, ma'am.
Okay.
And 32 node for the rest of the 800 we are calculating at 0.15, ma'am.
Yes, so I'll tell you. As 31st, you have defined it, right? The commission. So you'll get some value for that. So that will be stored in this first defined, whatever you have defined in the 31st. And so in that commission, you will be having that value. So this value, what you will be getting, so that will be used in the 32nd node, okay, for the calculation of 15% of commission, right? So in the 32nd node, you will be making use of this commission, okay? So similarly, in the 33rd node, whatever the value you will be getting by using this commission, so that will be stored in the 32nd defined 32nd node. You have defined the commission, right? In that will be stored. So that value will be used in the 33rd node, okay? So here the usage nodes are 32nd and 33rd, okay? Next, coming to the next, so in 36 you have defined commission here again, okay? So for this commission value, whatever you will be getting, you will be making use of it in the 37th node, okay? That value will be used here for the calculation of 15% of commission. So the defined node, that is at the 36th node, you have defined commission, and you will be making use of this commission in the 37th node, okay? Next, so in the 39th node, the same thing, okay? Here you are not using anything. So whatever the usage nodes you have made here, so whatever the commission you have got, the value you have got for the commission, right? So this commission you will be printing it. So you'll be making use of this value, whatever you will be obtained, okay? Either you will be you have got it in the 33rd or 37th or 39th. So the commission value will be used to print it, okay? That is at the 42nd node. You will be using that commission value to print commission is dollar. So the value will be printed here. So that is at the 42nd node. So this is the usage node here. Understood, no? Defined and usage node.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
It's clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next thing is definition clear. Okay. So what is a definition clear? Here nothing you have to do. Just whatever the numberings you will be giving for each and every line in the program, right? So in that variables you have identified, right, for the definition usage nodes. This, so whatever the variables you have defined here, okay, only that defined variables you have to you have to make it in one column, the variable column, and next the second column is a path, okay? So what's the heading here is definition clear. So your job is to check whether the defined variable, whatever the definition has been made for that variable, is it clear or not, okay? So that you have to check and you have to mention. If it is clear, you write it as yes. If not, write it as no. Okay. So here in the second column, what you have to do is you have to write the path. So what you are supposed to write here is the beginning node and the ending node. Okay. So here moving to the table, so lock price is the variable that is defined. Okay. So lock price, so wherever you have defined it, the beginning node and the ending node. So beginning node is seventh node. Okay. At the seventh line, you have seen it. Okay, you have defined it. Then at the 24th node, okay, so it includes all the usage, everything. Okay, wherever you will see this lock price, you need not to write all those things. So wherever you will see this, okay, so the beginning node and the ending node, you have to write, that's it. Okay, lock price seventh node, you can see it. And at the 24th node, so it has been ended. Okay, so beginning node and 24 beginning node is 7 and ending node is 24th. Now go through the definition clear column. So here lock price is defined in the 7th node, and it has been used in the 24th node, which is the last ending node, right? So is the definition is clear? Check the lock price, so it is defined and the value has been assigned to it. So the same thing you have made used in the calculation of the lock sales, and you'll get the value for that. So that the definition is clear, right? Is there any ambiguity you can see here? 2-3 times it has been defined and it is not clear. Is it like that? Nothing like that, right? Yes, it is clear. So write it as a definition clear in the definition clear column. Write it as yes. Okay. Similarly, stock price and barrel price. So here the definitions are clear. Stock price and barrel price, they are defined and assigned a value, and it has been used in the stock sales and barrel sales. Okay. So the beginning node is for the stock price is 8th, and the ending node for the stock price is 25th. Okay. And coming to the definition clear path, as it's clear. Okay. Next, barrel price, it is defined at node 9 and it has been ended at the node 26th. And coming to the definition clear, yes, it is clear. There is no ambiguity, there is no infeasibility, nothing like that. Okay, so it's clear. Next, moving to the total stocks. Okay, so observe this total stocks it's defined as a path which has wherever it has been used. So total stocks, first thing you have used it in the 11th node. Sorry, you have started beginning node is 11th, right? Defined at the 11th node. So total stocks, and where it is being ended here, this total stocks, it's at the 17th node. Okay, yes, go through this. Total stocks is equals to 0. Okay, fine. Next, in the 17th node, you have used it for the computation, for the updation of total loss value, right? So beginning node is 11th and ending node is 17th here. Okay, coming to the definition, is it clear? So you check within this only 11th to 17th. The definition is clear, right? Can you see any ambiguity here? No, right? Total stock, that is clear. Okay, so that's why the definition is clear, so you can write it as yes. Then coming to the next definition, where defined variable, that is again total stocks. Okay, so where you have defined it in the 11th node and it is being ended in the 22nd node. Okay, so 11th node you have defined it, fine. So this the node which has been ended here is first it's at the 17th node. Then again you will be using this total stocks in the 22nd node. Okay, that is to print the total stocks value as the stock sold. So here you can once you go through this program statements here, you can observe that clarity is not there. Okay, here because a loop is there. So before to the loop you have defined it. Okay, total logs. So once you got a value for the total logs at the 17th node, then again once again you are not defined total stocks here. Okay, so then directly you are being used to print the value of the total stocks whatever you have obtained. So it is not clear. Okay, the path is not clear here. Okay, so that's why the definition clear it is not cleared. Okay, you have mentioned here, you have mentioned here no in the definition clear path. Okay, in the definition clear column. Understood, no? 11th and 22nd node. Why? Because you have used it in the 17th node for the total stocks updation, and while you are printing, it is not clear which stocks, which total stocks you are printing here. Okay, so that's why it is I have mentioned it as a no in the definition clear path. Similarly, the next definition, that is which you have defined in the 17th node. Okay, as I said you know. So 17th node, here you have used this total stocks for the updation. Okay, you have defined it for updation, and while printing, okay. Yes, sir. So that's done 17th to 17th. Once again, okay. So in the 17th node, total stocks is defined here. And again, you have using this total stocks for the updation of the new value for the total stocks. Either you have used the same definition here. You could have made it as a new total stocks is equals to total stocks plus stocks. So that definition is not clear here. Okay. The same variable has been used for the definition of the old total stocks also and the updated total stocks also. So the definition is not clear here. Okay. So here that's why in the 17th and 22nd, the same what I said here, in the 22nd line, total stocks, which total stocks you have to print, it's not clear. So it is no, you have written. Okay. Then for total stocks for 11th and 25th, same thing. Okay. In the 25th line, you will be making use of total stock, but which total stock, the definition is not clear over there. So you know the program problem statement. That's why you are writing it. So once the new user go through this program statements, in the sense, you will be not able to identify it. Okay, so that's why the definition is not clear. Then moving to the locks. Similarly, you check with the other paths. Okay, path beginning and the ending. Next, moving to the locks variable. So you have defined it in the 13th. Beginning node and ending node is 14th. Locks 13th. Yes. Yes, you have asked for the input value for the logs in the 13th node, and you have used it in the immediately 14th node. So this logs, whatever you have defined, it has been ended here only. Okay, that is for the logs or for checking or the logs value. Okay, so here the definition is clear. Similarly for 13th and 16th node. Okay, so the 13th node, you have asked for the input of the logs value, and in the 16th node you have used it for the computation of this total logs, for the updation of the total logs. So here it is clear, there is no ambiguity here, so it's clear, definition is clear. Okay, so you have written yes here. Okay, next 19th and 14th. Okay, 19th, yes, input logs. Once again you have defined here. Okay, so you are asking for the input once again, and next it has been used in the 16th statement. Okay, yes, so once you got the value for the logs, you will be using it again for the 16th line. Okay, for the total logs updation. So it is also clear here. Next, similarly for sales, 27th and 28th. Sales, yes, 27th you have defined it, so it is the beginning node, and in the 28th it is being ended because you are printing that total sales. Okay, so here between these two lines definition is clear. Next, 27th and 29th. Okay, 27th you have calculated the sale, so it's beginning, and in the 29th you have used it for the comparison, so it's also clear, there is no ambiguity. Okay, so likewise, you have to list the definition is clear or not. Understood? No? Definition clear? So you have to write whether it's clear or not. That's it. Okay. Yes. No. Cleared, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next. Yes, they have given some description for this definition clear statements. Okay, so just go through this. The initial value definition for total stocks occurs at node 11, and it is first used at the node 17. So that is clear. Then the path 11, comma 17. Okay, defined and used. Okay, 11 comma 17, which consists of the node sequence 11 to 17. So the definition is clear. So just go through this 11 comma 17 usage, where it is. Okay, yeah, total stocks 11 comma 17. 11 is the beginning node and 17 is the ending node. The definition is clear here. Okay, so moving through this 11th to 17th. So once you go through this path, so it's clear. Okay, that's what they have said. If you go through this node sequence 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so the definition is clear here. Okay, next. Moving to the 11th comma 22. 11th is the beginning node and 22nd is the ending node. So here the definition is not clear. So they have written no. Why? Because so go through the node sequence here. 11, 12, 13. Okay. Yes. 11, 12, 13. So until here the path is clear. Okay. Next. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's a while loop here. Okay. So here you'll have a while loop here for this total stocks. Okay. Total locks, right? Total stocks. Okay. Yes. Next, again they have written star here. You can see asterisk, comma 21, 22. Okay. So 21, 22. As I said you, so this total stocks, it has been defined at a node 11 and it has been used within this loop. That's fine. Okay. So once you come out of this loop, again you are using this total stocks for printing the value. Okay. So whatever the total stocks value you have got, that value will be printing here. So now how you will come to know which value to go, because once again you have to go through the loop. Okay, so that's why. So here the definition is not clear. So once you got that total stocks value, you could have printed it once again in the 21st. You make it as a another line. Okay, in the separate statement you could have printed it and you could have defined it and you could have used it for the printing. Okay, so that's why the definition is not clear here. Okay, so is the definition not clear because values of total stocks are defined at 11 and 17th node. As I said you, here you will have the two values. Total stocks is equals to 0. You have defined here in the 11th node, and again you will get a new value for the total stocks in the 17th node. While you are printing, you are not clear which value to print. Okay, so that's why the definition is not clear. Understood now? Yes. Next, you have to go for listing the DU paths for the stocks now. So DU path for stocks. So this is about data flow testing. Okay, if they ask you to write the data flow testing, in the sense you have to first write the program graph, then write the DD graph, then go for define usage nodes, and next write the definition clear thing. Okay, so it is about data flow testing. Next is the next concept. So DU path for stocks. Okay, so now you have to write the define usage path for stocks. So here the stocks, it has been defined at the node 15th and it is being used at the node 17th. Just go through the program. So 15th the stocks has been defined. Okay, and it is being used in the 17th node. Okay, define usage node for the stocks is 15 comma 17. Okay, next, here the definition is clear. So here instead of writing the whole table, they have listed this like this. Okay, so the definition usage for the DU path for stocks, it is the definition is clear here. Okay, there is no ambiguity. So you not have any the stocks value defined at some other nodes and it is being used at the same node. Okay, so that definition is clear here. Next, moving to the DU path for locks. So defined node here is 13th and 19th. You are being used at 14th and 16th. Okay, locks, it is being used defined at 13th and 19th. Yes, 13th you have defined locks here, and 19th once again you have defined logs. Okay, so where you will be using is using this logs here. So whatever you have defined in the 13th statement, okay, you will be using it immediately in the 16th, right? for the calculation of the total logs, and whatever you have used, whatever you have defined in the 19th, so you'll be using it in the 16th again. Okay, so that's what you will be again getting the value for the logs value, and you will be using it in the 16th. So you will not go for checking once again. Okay, so that's what the 13th and 13th and 19th are the defined nodes, and usage nodes is 16th here. Okay, and you will come across the 4 DU paths here. From 13th node, whatever you have defined, you will be using it in the 14th node. Okay, then the 13th node, whatever you have defined, you will be using it in the 16th node. Do you remember this program in the sense you can easily grasp it? Okay, so 13th node, you have asked for the input for the logs value, and in the 14th line you are checking whether the logs value is equals to -1 or not. Okay, that is in the path 1. Then in the path 2, the logs value you have you have defined in the 13th line. For that you will get some value, and you will be using that logs value for the total logs updation in the 16th node. Okay, so the path here is from 13th to 14th. You will check whether the logs value is equals to -1 or not. Then you'll go for the computation of the stocks. So you'll go for the receiving of stocks and barrel price in the 15th node, stocks and barrels value in the 15th node, and in the 16th node you'll be using it for the total logs calculation. Okay, that is for the updation of the total logs. That is in the path 2. Next, in the path 3, that is the 19th, 20th, 24th. So it is the definition logs you have defined in the 19th node, and you will be using it in the 14th node. That's what you will be getting the value for the logs, and you will be checking with checking it with the 20th, and again you will go for the 14th node for the checking of whether the value is equals to -1 or not. Okay, so that is 19th, 20th, and 24th. So this is the path for the usage of the logs value. Next, in the path 4th, that is from the 19th to 16th, again for the total logs updation. Okay, so totally 4 paths will be there for this defined usage of the logs. Okay, next, DU path for total logs. Here you'll have the 6 paths. Okay, so first of all, where you have defined this total logs and where you will be using this. So in the 10th and 16th line, you will be defining this total logs. So we have discussed it already. Okay, in the 10th and total logs, 10th and 16th. Okay, so 10th and 16th you have defined it, and you will be using it in the 17th and 16th and 21st and 24th. 16th, 21st, 24th. 16th you will be using this total logs for the updation. Fine. 16th and then 21st for the printing of the total logs value, log sold value, you will be using this total logs, and then for the calculation of the log sales, you will be using this total logs. That is 16th, 21st, and 24th are the usage nodes. So now you have to write the DU paths. Okay, so if you go through this statements, you will come across the 6 paths. Okay, that is the path 5, path 6, path 7, path 8, and path 9. Okay, so from 10th to 16th. So you have defined the total logs here, and for the updation of this total logs, you will be using the total logs what you have defined in the 10th node. Okay, so the path you will traverse across here is 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. Okay, here the definition is cleared. So that we discussed. Next, in the 6th path, so up to 16, you know that you will be using it here for the total logs updation, and for the in the 21st node, you will be using it for the printing of that logs sold. Okay, so that is the total logs value. You will be taking it and you will be printing it as the logs sold in the 21st node. Okay, the path you will be traversing here is from 16th to 21st node is 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, and again 14th and 21. You know that why you will go for 14th again, because to check whether the logs value is equals to -1 or not. Okay, so this is the path for the second usage. Next, coming to the 7th path, that is P7. So here 10th node you have defined total locks, and 16th until 16th node you will be using it. So in the 16th node you will be making the total updation, right? The updation of the total locks value. Then in the 21st node you will be printing it. Okay, so the path we discussed so far here. Okay, in the 6th path. Next, from 21st to 24th, in the 24th node you will be using it for the lock sales computation. Okay, lock price into total locks, you will be using that formula. So in the 24th node, so the path here from 14th to 24th is you'll be traversing along 21st, 22nd, 23rd nodes. Okay, then you will go for this 24th node. So this is the path for the third usage. Next, coming to the P8. So here they have said about the definition is not clear. You know that why? Because once again you will be going to this 14th node to check the locks value. Okay, that's why the definition is not clear here. Next, coming to the P8. So 16th node you have got the total locks value. Okay, the updated value, and you will be using it in the 21st node. Okay, to print that value. So you know that P8, this is the path from 16th to 20th. So there is a while loop, and again you will go for 14th node to check the value what you will be asking in the 20th node. Okay, so you will be asking input of locks in the 20th node, and again you will be checking it in the 14th node to check whether the locks value is equals to -1 or not. Then you will be going for the 21st node to print that total locks value. Okay, so that is the P8th path, and P9th path is 16th node. You know the total locks updation will be done, and in the 21st node, until here it is clear. Okay, 21st node you will be printing that, and in the 24th node you will be making use of it. Okay, so here the definition is clear from 16th to 24th. So that is the P9th. Understood? No? So once you go through this path, go through this PPT, you will have a clear idea. Once you have to write this, okay, then only you will get a clear idea. Okay. Yes. Next is DU path for sales. Okay. Is only one defining node is used for sales. Therefore, all the DU paths with respect to sales must be definition clear. You know that where you will be using this sales for the computation of the commission, right? And one more thing is for printing the sales value, you will be using this. So in the 27th node, you have defined it. Okay, so the defined node for all the usage is common here, 27th node only. So apart from this, nowhere you have defined it. Okay, 27th node is the defined node, that is the 27th node, and wherever you have used it. So in the P10, so in the 28th node, you will be making use of it to print that sales value. Okay, so if you go through the program, you can observe here 27th you have defined it, and you will be using it in the 28th node to print that value as the total sales. Okay, that is the P10th. Next is P11th, that is the path 11. So 27, 28, 29. You know that you have defined in the 27th node. The sales is defined in the 27th, and 28th you have printed it. And in the 29th, you will be making use of that to check the ranges, sales ranges, whether it is greater than 1800. Okay, that is you will be checking it at the 29th node. Okay, so the path here is 27th to 29th is 27, 28, 29th. Okay, so you can have a look here, 27, 28, 29th. Okay, next the next path is P12, 27, 28, 29. So here until here it is clear. Okay, next 30, 31, 32, 33. So the next usage is at the node 33. Okay, so where you will be using this, and the 33rd node is for the remaining sales calculation. Okay, so 1800 is the sales ranges what you have given for the 15%. So apart, above from that, okay, above 1800, in the sense you will be making use of this sales to get the difference. Okay, what is the leftover sales? For that calculation you will be using this sales, so which is at the 33rd node. Okay, so the path here you have to write. Okay, that's what they have written here: 27, 28, 29. Next you will be traversing along 30, 31, 32, 33. Similarly for the others. Okay, so where you will be going for the computation of the commission, or where you will go for the calculation of commission based on the sales range. Okay, next is DU path for commission. Yes, DU path for commission. So here you have to write whether the definition is clear or not. For that you will be using the path beginning and ending nodes. Okay, so by looking into that you can write whether it is clear, whether it is defined clearly or not. Okay, next, what is it feasible? Why they have written here? So you know that commission, you will be making use of this commission variable to get the commission value, to print it. Okay, so in the 31st and 32nd, beginning node is 31st and ending node is 32, and the definition is clear, it is feasible. We see. Okay, 31st to 32. Okay, 31st you have defined this commission, and in the 32nd you have making use of this commission. So beginning node is 31st and ending node is the 32nd. Okay, for this commission, whatever you have defined in the 31st, I'm speaking about this. Okay, whether this definition is clear. So for these two lines it's clear. Okay, for these two lines I'm stressing the word these two lines. Okay, for these two statements it's clear. Okay, so the definition is clear, and is it feasible? Yes, is it feasible? Okay, so here whatever the value you will be getting, you will be using it for updation, no problem, it is feasible. Next, coming to the 31st, 33, the same thing. It is feasible, the value you will get. Okay, but the definition is not clear here, because you know that you are having two commissions here. One is whatever you have defined in the 31st node, and other whatever you have defined in the 32nd node. So by this value you will get the new commission, right? So the variable or the terms whatever used is same: commission, commission, commission. So the definition is not clear here. Okay, which commission to get here? So but the value you will get, it is clear, but the definition is not clear. Okay, so it is feasible, but it is not clear. Okay, so that's what they have said here. Definition is not clear, but the value it is feasible. Next, 31st, 37th, so it is not feasible and not applicable. 31st, 37th. Okay, 31st, the commission is defined and it is being ended at 37. Okay, whether it is feasible? No, because the definition here it is not applicable. You know that why it is not applicable here? Because it comes under the another else if statement, right? So here it is for the second sales range. So the definition, it is not the definition clarity here, it is not applicable. So here it is not feasible. Okay, so wherever it is not applicable, you write there not feasible. Okay, that's it. Wherever it is not applicable, so it varies where the sales ranges are different. Okay, at that stages, so you'll get this not applicable range. So there you write it as no, that's it. For feasible you write it as no. Clear? So go through this PPT once again. I'll post it today in the Google Classroom. Please go through this concept. Okay, I know this module is very big and it's a little bit confusing. So if you listen by that, you can't get everything. Okay, So once you go through the program and once you go through the concept only, you have to write, okay? Take a program, give the numberings for each and every statement, write the program graph, construct the DD graph, and then write the nodes, whatever the variables are there defined. So make a column of it, and wherever it has been defined and used, so go through that. You write it once again. You have to practice it. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you guys. Understood, no? And if you come up with any queries, you can ask me once you go through this. Clear?
Yes,
Will
ma'am.
you? Okay. Then it is already 11, right? 10:53. 1 minute. Okay, we'll continue in the next class. Okay, that is 11:30. We'll have a session again. So there also I will be doing this theory concept only. Still more concepts are remaining. I'll do there. I'll continue there. Okay. So there is no presentation. No need to have a program presentation today. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Is you have not dropped your earphones, so drop it. Is answer your attendance? 44 are there, right? So I'll mark it here only. Is Deepti? Anup?
Present, ma'am.
Aarti?
Present, ma'am.
Sai Pranati?
Present, ma'am.
Chandana?
Yes, ma'am.
Deepika?
Present, ma'am.
Shreya?
Present, ma'am.
Manasvi?
Present, ma'am.
Jeevan?
Present, ma'am.
Jeevan? Josna?
Present, ma'am.
Kavya?
Present, ma'am.
Yeah,
Present,
Jeevan.
ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Okay. Imran?
Present, ma'am.
Monish BM? Monish M? Namrata?
Present, ma'am.
Nancy?
Present, ma'am.
Nitish?
Present, ma'am.
Yash Sanjay?
Present, ma'am.
Parvati?
Present, ma'am.
Pooja?
Present, ma'am.
Priyanka?
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Priyanka? Rajat?
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Rajesh? Rajesh? Revati?
Present, ma'am.
Harsha?
Present, ma'am.
Sahana?
Present, ma'am.
Sana?
Present, ma'am.
Yes? Them?
Present, ma'am.
Sai Chandana?
Present, ma'am.
Yes, Sana, I got it. Sai Chandana present. Right. Saket?
Present, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Sharanya Desai?
Present, ma'am.
Sharanya GS?
Present, ma'am.
Sharanya TS? 40 years in.
Present, ma'am.
Okay,
Present,
Shubha?
ma'am.
Okay.
Present, ma'am.
Smita?
Yes, ma'am.
Sneha?
Present, ma'am.
Soundarya?
Present, ma'am.
Srima?
Present, ma'am.
Tejaswini?
Present, ma'am.
Aditya? Vandana?
Present, ma'am.
Vijay?
Present, ma'am.
Vinuta?
Present, ma'am.
Prajwal? Prajwal?
Which visual, ma'am?
You only. Prajwal I mentioned.
Present, ma'am.
Next, Pritom Kumar?
Present, ma'am.
Deepti?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody left out?
14, ma'am.
Huh?
14, ma'am. Monish Bhaiya.
I called you, no? Why you didn't answer? Monish, BM and Monish M both. Okay. Then anybody left out? Okay. Then I'll stop it here, guys. We'll continue in the 11:30 session. Okay. So join at 11:35. Don't be late by 11:40, 11:45. Don't join late. I'll be continuing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Kavya, Chandana. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Pranati.